Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? Eloise is hanging out with me.
Hey.
Where she's encouraging me to build my army that I'm playing tomorrow at RTT. I decided to just completely
Not do it.
not do it until today. So as you can see, I have a whole bunch of Kroot with me, and I'm currently working on finishing up Commander Farsight, who has been turned into a Kroot. Let's autofocus that so we can see.
Remove the chain.
Yeah. There you go. So this is to match the rest of my army, which is all Kroot suits. Kroot pilots ripped out the front of the crisis suits. This particular model is taking me a little bit longer because it's not quite the same as other crisis suits. It's more of a streamlined crisis suit. So a lot of the ways that I did these crisis suits originally just aren't working here. Unfortunately.
So what did you do? How did you do them originally, and how did you want to do it, and it doesn't work?
So how I did them originally is a normal crisis suit, or even let's do the crisis suit commander. It's probably pretty close to scale.
Shadow Kroot.
No, Shadow Kroot's in the cabinet. So they have this boxy area where you can hide chains, and you can hide wires, and you can hide pulleys and all sorts of equipment to make it look like they're piloting it, and it's meaningful. With Farsight, you don't have that, because if you dig into the torso area, there's not enough space to physically fit the model, and you cut into the torso area. I mean, I probably could have, but it seemed like it's a pain in the butt. Now, with that being said, some of the cool stuff that this model does have that the other crisis suits don't, they have like this neuro wire thing, I guess. I don't know what that you would call it. It's kind of cool. So I might have to just forego some of this stuff to make it...
And pretend that he's piloting it through...
His mind.
His mind.
His mind.
The force of his mind.
So yeah. So I want to get this built, finish this base, and then prime this model, 3 other models, and that should be good enough to get me to go to the tournament tomorrow. I'm still finalizing my list. I guess I have to do that before midnight. So let's get cracking. And Eloise is painting her nails, and she said that she doesn't want to be on camera.
Still not.
Who are you texting?
Haha. My secret girlfriend.
Your secret girlfriend. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to put a strap chain mechanism across his torso, so it makes sense that he's logically attached to the model. And what I'm going to do is we're just going to match what I've done with everybody else. And so now I'm just determining the length of chain that I will need to do this, which should be that length right there. Okay.
Procrastination.
I like my procrastination.
You're my procrastination hero.
I'm your procrastination hero.
I am always amazed.
So earlier this week, I was working on some Desolation Marines, and I was thinking about running Space Marines this weekend, but then I just opted not to. It doesn't sound very. After talking with several people about it, Marines just don't play the way I want them to, unfortunately. That doesn't mean they're bad. It just means it's not the way I want to play them.
It's not fun.
It's not fun.
You were very sad.
I was very sad. So for those who don't know, I've been playing Marines for a very, 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 very long time at this point. And I was hoping that a lot of the models and mechanics that I've used to lead Space Marines to victory would still be a valid strategy. Unfortunately, they're not. And there's a variety of reasons why that is. From the removal of durability to the removal of range to the removal of anti-tank weapon effectiveness. So I'm not saying I want to one-shot a tank, but I don't think an anti-tank multi-melta should be wounding every single tank in the game on 5s. This seems a little silly. And since the game is going towards just as many tanks as possible, it's not really.
Well, at least you're not sisters.
I do have. So sisters actually have one advantage over the bike army, believe it or not.
They're slower and flimsier.
No, you get more bodies. You got more trash. You can do actions. Like, if I'm playing a true, like, speedy army where I want to just go fast.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I just don't have enough bodies to do stuff.
Fair.
And if I look at my Dark Angels list that I was playing pretty much all the way up till 10th edition, with like a little bit of Iron Hands in there for one tournament.
Adepticon. I mean, we had fun at Adepticon with Iron Hands.
We did have fun at Adepticon with Iron Hands.
My knowledge of Space Marine is limited to Raven Guard. And what you doing?
Trying to get some friends to join us.
I did. I posted it on the big DOG chat, and then we were talking about Margaritaville.
I mean, Margaritaville's pretty important.
Very, very, very important.
But no, so what I was saying is sisters have a lot more bodies. Like, you have those 20-point Crusaders that you just worked on earlier this week.
Do we want to talk about the power dildo?
No, we're not talking about the power dildo. We're just going to leave that to everyone's imagination.
I have been told that power weapons can be anything you want. So I made a power club in sister's hand, and now people are making fun of me. I painted it purple.
You painted a power club purple. That's it. That's all we need to acknowledge.
That's all there is to it.
There's nothing more to this story.
I painted a power club purple, and people are making fun of me for it.
I actually think I made this chain a little too long. I have to cut down. Shot myself in the face.
I mean, do you think you can take 5 days or just slender sound?
What's that?
No, we're talking about Rainforest Cafe.
So what Eloise is referring to is that there's this guy who, actually two guys, who last year they went to, they're YouTube creators, and last year they went to every single Rainforest Cafe. And there's, 18 of them? And then this year, not to be outdone, they went to every single Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, which is an accomplishment.
When I posted on the big DOG chat saying, come and watch Brendan end his procrastination and eventually build his model for tomorrow. Not even paint, build.
Yeah.
One of the dudes said, I'm at a Jimmy Buffett concert. I'm like, fun fact, until 24 hours ago, I had never heard of Jimmy Buffett. It's the second time in 24 hours that his name comes up. What on earth is happening?
Not gonna lie, who goes to a Jimmy Buffett concert? That's what I want to know.
I think he works it. Like the concert is at the venue where he works.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes way more sense. Who actually wants to go to a Jimmy Buffett concert? I mean, I'll live through the Jimmy Buffett lifestyle, but I don't know if I'm going to go to a Jimmy Buffett concert. And by that lifestyle, I mean margaritas and burgers. Seems pretty good.
So we want to go to Margaritaville. There's one in Pigeon Forge.
Do I want to go to Margaritaville? No.
Would you take that over a concert? Yes.
Yeah, I would take it over a concert. And it's not just a Margaritaville. It's a Margaritaville resort in Pigeon Forge.
It is the resort. Like, you've seen it in the video. It's the one with the houses and the cabin and...
No, there's 3 resorts.
Yeah, but the other resorts are hotels. That one has cabins. It looks like a legit suburb.
I'm taking Farsight's head, and he's going to be mounted onto my base because we need a nice trophy for Commander Krootsight.
Did Chuck E. Cheese go bankrupt?
No, I don't believe so.
I thought I had heard that, and there's a dude on...
It's possible. Anything's possible. A lot of random things have been going bankrupt for one reason or another.
I really thought I heard that Chuck E. Cheese was going to bankrupt. But then again, I don't listen nor watch to the news, so...
I haven't heard anything about Chuck E. Cheese going bankrupt. Alright, cool. So I guess one thing I probably should do is if I'm going to make this guy look like he's powering this with his mind.
Oh, you need a helmet with hose! Hoses, not...
With hose?
Not the hose. Hoses. Hoses.
Yeah, but Kroot don't really have helmets.
Oh, I have the... Oh, don't move.
I'm not allowed to move.
I know. I have the thing that the mortifiers use to drive the sarcophagus.
The sarcophagus?
That's... Hey, I paid attention on how I said it. Okay?
Sarcophagus.
Or did I lose it or use it?
I have an idea if you don't have anything.
Well, first I'm going to show you
Okay.
what it looks like to know if you're
Freeze!
what it looks like to know if you're even interested, and it gives you like that.
Oh no, I'm not interested in that.
No, not that.
No,
Just the hose.
just the hose.
No? Okay, well.
No. So I was thinking the movie Pacific Rim. Have you seen the movie Pacific Rim, Eloise?
Guess the answer.
Hey Matt, how you doing?
Matt is playing D&D.
He's playing D&D.
Whoop.
The...
So you don't want the hose?
Nah, I don't want the hose.
I think it's a great idea, so we'll keep looking for the hoses. You really should give it a try. That's marriage for you. You have the choice. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there is a Margaritaville not far from us. Do we want to go to Margaritaville? So I got that if you want.
I could probably use some of it.
And that.
No.
No, not that. And that. That's a little bit ornate for what you're doing.
Nah, I think the first one you gave me should be sufficient for what I'm trying to do. This one.
You sure you don't want to use the...
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think it's a great idea.
That's good.
You sure?
I'm sure. Because they're still not people, and stuff for people doesn't work for Kroot.
No, but you can put it on the side of their mohawk.
Mohawk? Yeah, I'm going to do that with this. I'm going to use the...
With what?
You give me the other one.
But the one that I gave you doesn't have the thing for the head.
Yeah, but it has wires and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it work.
So, apparently the dude who...
Okay.
The dude who is at the Jimmy Buffett concert got trapped in his sleep by his girlfriend. He was asleep. She woke him up and said, "Hey, do you want to go to the Jimmy Buffett concert?"
Who is this person?
Their name is Todd. Do we know Todd? I don't think I know it, Todd.
I know.
And Chris says, "Hey, maybe the word will end and you will be spared the rest of the concert."
So, looking at the chat.
Sorry.
So, someone's working on building Skaven into Kroot. That's kind of cool. I kind of want to see pictures of it, but there's really no good way to share pictures on here.
Yeah, share them on the big DOG chat. I'm gonna show you Brendan.
Yeah, I want to see. And if you're not on the DOG chat,
well, that's the only place I shared, so.
well, people could just jump in. I just say Kroot, and we're live streaming Kroot.
Fair.
I would love to see it. I'm always a fan of Kroot. So back in 2006, I had an entire Kroot Mercenaries army.
Back in the good old days.
Back in the good old days, where the Kroot Mercenaries army consisted of over 96 Kroot Hounds, 60 plus Kroot guys, Kroot Shapers, everything. I would show you pictures if I had any. It's still work in progress. I want to see work in progress pictures. Go take one. I'm so demanding.
He's sharing work in progress videos.
Yeah. I would love to see it. I think that'll work right there.
I can show you work in progress of what I'm working on right now. My nails.
Oh, it's Chris.
Oh, it's Chris.
This is not the one who's at the
It's not the one who is at the Team Buffett concert.
the Jimmy Buffett concert.
Jimmy Buffett. I had never heard of Jimmy Buffett until 24 hours ago, and that's twice in 24 hours that I hear of Jimmy Buffett. Something's happening.
He's an American staple.
Like the guy in High Places that came to concert in Notre Dame. Durs Druk.
Who? What?
The guy who has friend in High Places, the Durs Druk. No, okay.
I got no idea.
He's an American staple too. Sir.
These are imaginary names.
No. He has a hat, which is not a very, very, very specific.
Yes, because no Americans have hats at all.
No one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were just at dinner and several people had hats in the restaurant we were in.
No, but he has a cowboy hat.
Yes, because no Americans have a cowboy hat. Actually, I'll even go out on a limb here. No Europeans have cowboy hats. No anyone who's ever visited Texas or Tennessee has cowboy hats.
I visited China and I bought a cowboy hat.
I mean, that's where they're all made. Let's be real.
With Audrey, we went on a trek in Guilin, and I bought a cowboy hat because Guilin is known for their cowboy hat. Mm-hmm.
Why is a random city in China known for their...
They're not. at all. It
Okay.
just was hot and I wanted something to cover my head.
So was it actually a cowboy hat?
Well, it was
Pictures or it didn't happen?
okay. Wait, I'm blinding myself. Yes, Chris. Hopefully the world will end. Do I have that picture? Yes, I do. I think actually it is. It used to be one of my profile pictures on Facebook.
That's a Chinese vacation thing to do. So she didn't go on vacation to China. Eloise lived in China for how many years? 4 years?
3.
3 years? So I was reading an article yesterday saying that American and Western European tourism to China has dropped off substantially in the last 5 years.
Surprisingly, I don't have it.
It's almost as if there's been a pandemic or something going on.
Shoot. Where would that picture be?
Would it be on your Chinese social media account?
Yes.
So, needless to say, you probably don't have it.
Well, I need to re-download it. I had WeChat.
Alright. Do something like that.
After the store where we bought the hat, we got my friend's wallet stolen. We put it back in the backpack and someone walked behind us and emptied the top of the backpack.
I feel like that happens a lot in touristy areas, though.
Yeah. And Guilin is one of the most touristic cities in China. Like, it is the city that is on the $1 bill.
Well, I don't think they have dollar bills.
Okay, one man bill.
Super glue, no.
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 You know that if you want to stream what you're doing, you might want to put what you're doing in front of the camera.
Shh, details.
I'm just trying to help,
It's the fiddly parts that I'm trying to
You're trying to fiddle?
proposition into place.
Yes, it's yuan. Yuan tian.
Alright, let's see what we got.
And if you look at the 1 yuan bill, it's the city of Guilin on it, and it's beautiful. I mean, it is gorgeous. Rio de Janeiro with big rocks that looks like sugar bread.
Nope.
How do you call that kind of stone formation? Sugar. We call them.
I'll be honest, I have no idea.
As soon as I'm done with painting that nail, I will Google it.
There you go. Alright.
Rio de Janeiro with the big mountains that look like. I'm exhausting myself with not finding the 15 cents. Wow. When I was there, 1 yuan, it was 6 yuan for $1 and 8 yuan for €1.
Well, Euro's fallen. It's practically even. I can't imagine it being much.
Also, I completely deleted the numbers on my mat because I put nail polish on it. And I tried to remove the nail polish, so I removed the numbers.
Proud of you. Alrighty. I actually want to show everyone this. This is actually really funny. Oh, I can't. The camera's too short.
No, voila. What you gonna do? And when I was living there, I was paid in Chinese yuan. So I would, when the exchange rate was not favorable, I would not transfer my money to Europe and keep it in China. And when the exchange rate was pretty good, I would send my money to Europe and make a lot of money just on the exchange rate.
Well, isn't there a percentage taken out?
5% usually, yeah.
I can't imagine it being that much of a...
There is. It went anywhere from 10 to 1 to 6 to 1 depending on the exchange rate.
Alright. Let's see what we can do.
Average to euro was 8 to 1 though. But yeah, when the exchange rate was at 6 to 1, my 10,000 yuan went way further in euros than when it was at 10 to 1. And my student loan was in France, so I did not have a choice but send my money back home.
You heard it here, folks. She has a bunch of cash in China.
Not anymore. I converted everything before leaving. Actually, that's not true. I had friends. I gave the money to friends, and I had friends send me the money on their bank account. I need to know the name of that rock.
What is the name?
Rio de Janeiro rocks.
Nope, excuse you.
Sorry. What type of rocks are found in the Rio de Janeiro harbor in Europe? I don't care about that. I need to know the name.
Wouldn't that tell you the name if it tells you what type?
I do not need to know the geological composition. I need to know how you call those weird mountain that looks like a dick.
That looks like a dick?
Sugarloaf Mountain. Okay, I'm not tripping. Thank you. Thank you, Google, for telling me that I'm not tripping.
Hey.
That's one way to get friends, give them money. Hey. I do what I can, okay? I'm a nerd. Having friends is hard.
I mean, sometimes when we go to tournaments with our friends, like, there's lots of money spent.
It's only in booze, though. It's not in buying friends. You're buying drinks to get friends. I feel like I need to scream to be on that mic.
You don't.
I am screaming right now.
Alright, well, we'll ask Chris how your sound quality is.
Well, I kind of hope that you can hear me contemplating how I'm screaming.
He's literally having a conversation with all the stuff that you're saying.
Well, when you put it like that.
Well, let's see, you could do something like that.
So what are you thinking for your Kroot boy? How is he going to ride his suit?
How is he going to ride his suit? I'm actually almost done with that part.
Show me. I'm looking at the screen.
Let me go glue this last part.
Ooh, that looks good. Yeah.
What nail color are you doing?
Apparently I need to do a range test. Me.
So, I had everything set up, and then I wasn't planning on streaming today, so I set it up for just one person to stream, like next week. And Ellie was like, I'm here, you should stream. And I was like, okay, but I'm not set up. That's okay, I'll just yell. It'll work.
That conversation never happened. Lies.
Totally factual. This is the conversation that we had.
What's the word? Untruth fact? No, fake news.
Truth fact.
I'm trying. Okay, I'm tired. I worked 4 hours this week. I'm tired. Which is funny because I'm equally as tired as if I had done the whole week.
You know, you did fall down the stairs. You think that has anything to do with anything?
My body's healing. My body's using a lot of its energy healing.
Okay.
Also, fake news will now be known as untruth fact.
Untruth fact. Love it. Alright. And I think on this side, I should probably be able to put that here.
I cannot see what you're doing. You're a little bit too close to you. Move the camera closer to yourself or move the model further away from you.
I'm using my T-Rex arms.
It's okay, Brad.
Yeah. Brad inspires me. So is today actually his anniversary? I don't like.
Yeah.
The certificate said the 17th. Today's the 20th. Actually, is it even the 20th? It might be the 21st.
It is the 21st.
So it was his anniversary was 4 days ago. I mean, happy memory-versary, I guess, but it's not actually his anniversary.
Also, I thought they got married in Vegas.
They did get married in Vegas,
Okay, so I'm not...
which was in February. They got married at LVO.
So they got married twice?
Well, I don't think Vegas marriages are actually accurate. It's just a ceremony, right? Like we could go to.
Official. I thought Britney Spears got married and then she had to get a divorce.
Well, it depends on if they got a certificate or not.
Oh.
All right.
You know, that's my exposure to wedding in Vegas. Britney Spears. You were faster than me. It's okay. I'm gonna redo them in 2 days anyway, so it's okay.
You do redo your nails a lot.
It is soothing.
Well, you can't just show me. You got to show everyone on stream.
I haven't done the top coat yet.
Oh, okay. We got to wait for the top coat so we can shine everything and.
A glossy taco. A nice thick coat of glossy taco.
Yeah. So we just add some miscellaneous wires and chains and, something that looks like it's bolted into him. I think that works. I think it's time to mount his weapons onto him and call him, mount his weapons and then attaches more stuff onto his base. So Chris says Vegas marriages can be legal. It just depends on how many hoops you jump through. The marriage license is only part that actually matters. So.
Oh.
So remember how we got married?
You mean Wednesday?
It was a Thursday.
That I proposed to you? It was a Wednesday. It was what you doing Saturday?
Yeah. So the only part that matters is getting the certificate from the county.
So why did we have to fight to find the person to?
Because you need someone to sign off of it.
Oh.
Let's see. Do I want to do that? Nah.
Hey, what you doing Saturday?
Well, Saturday is tomorrow, and I'm going to a tournament, but my list is not ready, and the models for the list are not ready. So I guess just Saturday I'm playing, maybe, if I have models.
I have models. Just not the ones I want.
That's not very nice for those models. How do you think those models feel?
I don't know.
Like the Emperor is betraying them once more.
I'm not playing Chaos.
So, where are colors?
Couple planets over from where the Tau started.
Couple of
Planets.
planets over.
See,
Okay.
there you go. Mr. Krootsight.
So where did you put the thing that I gave you?
I attached them like on the back and everything.
Nice. That's a Tau. Yeah, that's a Tau.
It's a Kroot suit, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Brendan is giving up on Space Marines because they are no fun.
It's not that Space Marines are no fun. It's the fact that I'm going to a tournament and everyone's telling me, hey, you should play the most unfun fucking list possible. This isn't focused.
I don't understand the difference of what we said. Corporate is asking you to differentiate the pictures, and they are the same.
It's not fast because it's not. It's not fun because it's not fast.
So the Tau army will be faster?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Shit. Space Marines must be slow then.
So, like, this guy that I'm holding right here, this Cold Star Commander, he attaches to a unit of crisis suits and makes him move 18 inches.
Pretty good.
And then... I think it came out pretty good. I repositioned his arm a little bit just to make it more... so he wasn't cutting himself in the face.
Why is he much smaller than the other commander?
Well, because his legs are at an angle. He's actually almost about the same height.
The other one has the wings up.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a rank issue.
No. He's technically... Farsight's the highest ranking fire... Or... Can I have that paper that's currently there? Thanks.
Farsight is the highest
Farsight's like the commander general of the entirety of the Tau.
Is your more involved?
Yeah, he formally, and then he decided that he didn't like the ethereals, so he...
So who is Shadow Kroot?
Shadow Kroot's the one who replaced him.
Okay.
So he's a renegade.
A renegada.
Yeah. So all my little crisis suit dudes, like they have... I had to cut off all their guns. So the very first thing I did today was
show off the piranhas.
Yeah, I will. I decided to make my list more legal from 9th edition to 10th edition. So part of that is cutting off all the guns that I'm no longer using. All those for all my crisis suits. But...
So what are you going to put on your crisis suits instead of whatever you had? So what did you
for
have?
this weekend? Nothing. They're going to be like they are now.
How are they?
I need to cast a whole bunch of assault cannons.
Okay, assault cannons. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And then we got a Piranha with Kroot driving it. So I gotta make a base for this bad boy too.
1, 2, 3. There you go. Up.
Well, I gotta finish this one first. One at a time.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
One at a time. Well, the model's done. I gotta do the base now.
You're making your base one by one. Not in a batch?
I'm starting with him because he's physically attached to the model. Because his legs are too fragile, so.
Wow. I did not know that about you.
What?
I did not know you were not a base batcher.
I am.
I don't think it's possible between us, sir. You are using the single least efficient way of doing it.
I wanted to build a model first.
Monster.
Okay. This is not a logical conversation. So
Absolutely not. So how is your D&D campaign going, Matt? Also,
we're not streaming enough. I don't know. It has to be the computer.
Is it lifted up? Yeah, no. I don't think it's the computer.
Well, it might just not be enough RAM.
Have you seen the model from the guy who made his own STL for a fruitful army? He has Piranha Dude.
Yeah, I've seen him. We're Instagram friends.
Ooh.
No, it's pretty cool. It's just a different aesthetic. So with the Kroot, when everyone decided to take their Kroot models and turn them into Tau, they went one of two ways. They went the way that I did, where they just took a whole bunch of Tau models and cut Kroot into them in various shapes and forms. The other way was making a more primal
Alien versus Predator.
No, not Alien versus Predator. Just more primal, feral, looking like what's it called? They have a very strong Native American vibe.
Okay.
So they made it more like Jar Jar Binks-esque.
Okay.
And I mean, it's cool, but I don't like it. I don't like that aesthetic. I actually think I'm going more like the Orky route of just repurposing tanks and weapons and for their purposes.
Like they were mercenaries before.
Yeah. Like, they took the spoils of war and now they're taking the fight to whomever.
When did you start playing, Chris? Jared Vale. I gave up wanting for the new Warp Spider and painted my remaining metal ones. I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow is Paint Eldor Day for Eloise. And I'm going to finish the Night Spinners and probably do the Warp Spiders. And I do not know, because I convert my Eldors as Protoss, I do not know what Protoss unit the Warp Spiders should be, and that bothers me. Because I do know how to convert them.
How would you convert them?
I
realistically, I don't think you're going to convert them because they're metal. They're a complete pain in the ass.
I converted my metal Retributors.
Have you? Why don't you pull out one of those Warp Spiders and tell me what it looks like?
Let me finish my nails. I know they don't look like.
They're very ugly models.
I know that they look like shit. And
I love the fluff of Warp Spiders, but they're super not attractive models.
Who is the Stalkers?
Is that a Protoss unit?
The Stalkers are the suppository looking ones with legs.
Tower created in 2001. That's when I started playing. I started playing in 2001, so it's been 22 years.
Stalkers in the game play the same as Warp Spider. That's why I painted my Banshees as not Dark Eldar, Dark Templars, because you cannot overwatch when they charge you because you cannot see them and that kind of stuff. So I painted them as Dark Templar, even if it does not quite fit the aesthetic, it fits the
Well, you
lore.
didn't even really convert the Banshees, didn't you?
No, I just painted them as Dark Templar.
Warp Spider sculpts are from 1993.
Dude, we're old.
Yeah. So they print the production date of Warp Spiders on the edge of the base. I think I still have one new in my bits box that's unpainted. We could probably find out. I'm pretty sure Warp Spiders came out in 1993. Like, they were with second edition. Why is YouTube crashing?
Maybe because... There you go. Maybe because I'm on Wi-Fi.
You're on Wi-Fi?
Well, that's James R. To be do, to be da. So no Eldorado, we said, right?
No. And the reason being, Eldorado still has really good rules. It's just that they changed the way Fate dice work. So it's not as good now.
I've greedily eyed some more modern takes on Warp Spider. Oh yeah. They are not very aesthetically pleasing. New phone, who dat?
I think we have 10 metal ones.
But I don't know where. Oh, here. Eee. No, that's a multi-melta.
Oh, let me see that multi-melta.
It's a Retributor multi-melta.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Okay.
It's a Land Raider multi-melta.
Oh, you mean the multi-melta that I forced you to buy that you
No,
sent me?
you didn't buy this. This was in my bits box.
No.
100% into my bits box. This model is older than that game store.
Ask Sean Rice.
You sent me a picture. It was plastic. This is a metal Land Raider Crusader multi-melta.
Okay, you're right, I'm wrong.
This is from 1999.
You're right, I'm wrong.
Back when Black Templars first came out.
You're right, I'm wrong, but if you want to ask Sean Rice, you might want to.
You guys sent me a picture. Alright, now I'm going to look at pictures.
You're right, I'm wrong. We have established that. You do not need to dig further.
I'm digging.
I don't give enough fucks to argue about it. I know Brenton has at least 18 of them. 18 of the Warp Spiders. Shit.
They're really good now.
Where? Oh, them. That.
Yeah, that's a Warp Spider.
So that one is plastic, but she's still ugly.
These, Yay, Warp Spiders. Alright.
I also have a Death Jester and Troops.
You should build a Death Jester. Death Jester's pretty cool.
Yeah, but what use to it?
He's super good.
Is he?
Yes. He has... So there are certain abilities that didn't exist before, and one of the abilities that he has is he can't be targeted by shooting attacks from more than 12 inches away.
I do not know where my Warp Spiders are at.
They're in the plastic bin. There's 8 of them. Painted in blue.
Oh, that.
Unless you have some other magic Warp Spiders that I'm not aware of.
Well, the one you're holding in your hand. The Wargame exclusive ones. Let me look that one up.
Yeah.
I'm looking for you to tell me yes or no if I may use it or not.
Anything that's blue in that box you can use. Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to brag about 10 years ago Brendan's bases?
I don't know if these are 10 years ago.
Look
These are
at
a while
that.
ago.
Look at that. Look at that.
This is actually a Farsight base. There you go. Bases from when you could ally Eldar with Space Marines. So that had to have been 6th edition. So however long 6th edition is. All the bases. She's pulling out my old Eldar so we can...
So that I can steal all the war spiders and give them a simply green bath tonight.
I have a metal one too. Alright.
The one that I'm holding are metal, yeah.
No. I have one that's completely unpainted with metal.
Oh.
So I bought 9 because back when before Finecast, Warp Spiders came in blisters of 2, and then you had an X-Arc.
That shape of body, it looks like the
go.
nemesis of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Dr. Eggman?
Flip it to his back. Yeah.
There should be 8 blue ones in there. Alright.
I'm looking.
I know, I'm just letting you know. There should be 8 metal ones that are painted.
So how do we make them like stalkers now?
I know absolutely nothing about StarCraft other than those animated cartoon videos that you were showing me.
Oh, Corbots. Yes, I love Corbots.
That's the only thing I know about StarCraft.
Alright.
I played StarCraft 1, and then you told me that a lot of the units that I remember don't exist anymore.
Stalkers were in Brood War.
There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. I was right. And they're on 25mm bases too, so...
Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright. So Farsight, he's done. What else do I want to do with him? I might do something else with this base. Jared, when are you heading into ATC? Are you coming up Thursday? I know there's a couple people who are coming in early to play, and I know you're traveling from what, New York? There should be a whole lot of Death or Glory players going to ATC this year. I think there's at least 25. Thursday night.
Okay. Now I can show off my nails.
You can show off your nails? Well, don't move them. Hold on. Is the light on? Yeah, light's on.
Yeah, but you cannot see how much they shimmer. It's okay. You cannot see how much they shimmer. So, how do we make that?
Given that I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna show you the word.
So you're working on Warp Spiders next? And that. So what do you do with that thing?
Well, it's my understanding that I need 3 night spinner.
What? 2 to 3.
So right now I have.
Fire prisms are also pretty good too now, apparently.
Right now I have zoom, zoom, zoom. So
I feel like I need to make you some space. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna transfer to a be right back screen so I can help. Okay.
3 fire prism. I got 2 hornet. What's hornet?
Hornets inspectors are a forge roll unit.
1, maybe 2 night spinners. So one of them needs to become a fire prism. I am out of big moons.
Well, you can't have big moons are either or. It's not both.
I know, but if I want to have 3 fire prism, I am out of big moons. The big moons is a phoenix that we 3D printed.
So tomorrow, so I'm playing in a tournament. Eloise wanted to have a relaxing day, so she's going to paint Eldar. So this is what she's going to be working on. And just finishing up the paint on this bad boy, who's been sitting here since Adepticon?
Before Adepticon.
Before Adepticon. Alrighty. Make some Piranha bases.
Do you have a charging cable for me on your left?
I do not. I mean, maybe here.
Yay! Plug me in! No, you can plug me here. Thank you.
Alright. It's Piranha base time.
You're done with the commander base?
I'm going to think on it while I'm working on the Piranha bases.
An Autark Way Leaper. I don't think I own a...
You have the wings.
I have an Autark Way Leaper. I think I'll show you. Is that an Autark Way Leaper?
No, that is a broken...
It's not broken, it's got 2 wings.
He's missing his gun, but that's a swooping hawk.
Soke. Soke!
If you look in your Eldar box, Eloise, your bits box.
That I have here.
No, the one that's here.
I have an Eldar bit box.
Yes, you have an Eldar's bits box.
So professional.
Oh, there is.
Oh, it's those big wings?
Yeah.
What kind of body does it go on?
An Eldar body. Just a guy with a fancy hat.
The hat with the hair? The
Because
hat with the fancy hair?
yeah,
So hat with fancy hair and those wings.
the fanciest of hair.
Can I give him Kroot hair?
No. So Janezar has the fanciest hair. He
does.
Azerman has the second fanciest hair. And then the Autark has the third fanciest hair.
No. Yunori.
That's not hair, is it?
I think it's her hair, isn't it?
No, it's like
If
spiritual
you just put
ghost.
hot wings on a guy with a sword spear and put a fusion gun on it, that works. Cool.
She's starting from scratch. She doesn't have any of that ready to go. So you do have some Eldar Guardians left over, and I know you have some,
1 or 2.
like 30 that we've literally never used. Well, that's not true. You use some for Rangers.
There. Big wings. That.
Yeah. Got these. Perfect for an Autark.
Is that the fanciest of hair?
Yep. That's actually an Autark head. So there you go.
Hey!
So now you just need a body where that all looks decent on.
This is the way.
Do you have a Meltagun in there?
Do they look like Meltagons or do they look like something
No, it
else?
looks like something else. Actually, you probably have it in your Guardian box.
The the other box.
So you got the Battle Force starter set, and there should be some Guardians in there.
I mean, I have a lot of Guardians. Tu veux un tir d'abord? J'en ai des tas. Ooh, it's gonna be ripped. Do you want him to be ripped?
He's probably not tall enough for the wings.
Ah. Oh,
Do you have it? Why don't we Google a picture of what they're supposed to look like, and then we can see if we can make it with all the parts we have. Because you do have a ton of bits.
it's way more fun to try to guess randomly in the dark. Okay. Oof. The new Otark model they made as a Warp Spider pack on it and just completely left out on his index, so you can just use it as a way leaper. I didn't understand that.
They came out with a new model, and it's equipped with a warp jet for like the warp spiders have.
Oh. I have him. We can do that.
Yeah.
What kind of guns does he have? Is he holding right now?
So the second edition Guardian, from 1987.
Like me?
So these aren't legal guns anymore for Eldar.
Okay. How about this one?
This is the same exact thing, but
It's not the same gun.
we're traveling back in time here for models from 1999 or 1987.
So no? Neither nor?
Let me pull up a picture of what he's supposed to look like, so I can.
We've got him too.
That's with the Warp Spider backpack.
It's not the same hat.
Well, they're different hats, Eloise. That's an older model. That's a different model. But it has a spear and a fusion gun.
So we have a spear.
It doesn't have to be a spear. It could be a sword.
We have a spear. And a fusion gun.
It also doesn't even have to be a fusion gun. One was a last pistol, one was an auto pistol.
And I bet that you're about to tell me that it can be either or.
Yeah. See, this is that guy's hat.
Okay.
So the hat's correct. The wings are fine. You just need something.
Zoe's snoring her heart out.
I hear.
I think she's going to take off if she's snoring harder.
Matt's back. I still want to know how your D&D went, Matt. You can't hold out on me like this. Actually, I should probably.
I don't think I have a fusion pistol.
Yes, you do. You know where it is? It's in your box with all the Guardians. Not the ones you got from Daryl. That box right there next to the Wraith Lord.
That box right there next to the Wraith Lord. That box?
Yep. In there should be melted guns.
I have a whole other side of Guardian of Eldars? I thought I only had that.
No.
Shit, I own a lot.
You own like 4,000 points of Eldar, yeah.
Over! Shit. Cool, 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 cool. Spear against fusion is optimal. Well, it looks like the one that has a radish at the end, correct?
Here, let me see.
It has a radish on the end.
Right here. That's it.
Yeah, a radish on the end. Thank you. Can I have a... Yeah.
Alright.
Before I get carried away, that is a
That's a spear.
right hand, so I need a left hand. You're a left hand. There you go.
There we go.
You can have Banshee blades and fusion pistol if you have the Mandy blaster. I have no clue.
So you can use this one. You just take off his backpack. You'd have to cut his head off though.
No, I don't need to, because that's a torso.
So, can you hear me out for 2.5 seconds?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that's legs.
So this guy,
Yes.
those wings are very heavy,
Yes.
and this is a plastic model.
Yes.
It's gonna tip over.
I can put a washer with hot glue underneath it.
But we could do something. Let's see. Put the fusion gun. Yeah.
Left.
You cut the gun off, right?
Okay.
And you just cut his pistol off above the hand. Cut the gun off above the hand,
Okay.
and then
How do I behead him? Is the head glued on or?
it's metal. So you take a Dremel like you did to the sorcerer.
Okay.
And then with the spear, that won't work. So let's see. You could do that. That won't
I could
work.
Dremel his arm out.
Well, this is the other side. This goes here.
No, I made sure that I had a left hand and a right hand.
I'm letting you know that one goes there, and this one goes here, like this.
Show it to people so that they can see what you're talking about.
Yeah. So we have one of the Guardian Defenders with Shuriken pistol. This is what used to guide the heavy weapon teams. So we have the Dire Avengers Sergeant's Spear. So we can either put it like that. Actually, but then you have a fusion gun, and he's just not tall enough. You know, we probably could bend his arm.
Or we can use this one. Is it holding it differently?
That's exactly the same weapon.
Okay.
Just double fist it like this.
Okay.
You could use, I mean, if you wanted to make it all plastic.
No, because then
I'm concerned about his weight.
me too. I'm concerned about my weight too. Well, I guess tomorrow is Warp Spider Day, and we'll take it from there.
I think this one could work. You would need to do some trimming though.
I mean, that's why we got a Dremel, you know?
Yeah.
And that's funny, because when I bought that Dremel many, many boons before I met you,
You're using to build Necromunda models, right?
no. Why did I buy a Dremel?
I don't know. Why did you buy a Dremel?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Do you have a box for 25 mil bases? No, you do not.
It's the plastic bins where all your sister stuff is. That one has
Okay.
25 millimeter bases in it.
I cannot remove her from her base.
I believe they're pinned to the base.
None of the others were.
No. Well, never mind.
Matt, you're concerned about your weight too. I'm concerned about my weight.
Matt, are you ready to hang out in the cabin with us for 5 days? Are you coming up Wednesday or are you coming up Thursday, Matt?
Tarp is on 32.
She's doing a warp spider.
I'm pulling the warp spider off of their bases so that I can dip them in Simply Green and ultrasonic washer overnight.
Should just pop off.
Well, all of the others just popped off. I'm just afraid that I'm going to lose his feet.
I'll get it after. Give me a second.
I already damaged the feet, so we'll stop.
Well,
I will not go any further.
alright. Are you reusing these bases or are you making your own bases?
Maybe making my own.
We do not have 25mm bases ready to go.
We do.
No, what I'm saying is the ones that are pre-made over there.
Oh.
I didn't make 25mm because that wasn't on our.
That was not on the radar when we made the bases 6 months ago. You're freaking excited, and he's coming in. He's very, very excited, and he's coming Wednesday.
Nice. All right, there you go.
Cool.
I'll miss you. You know, I paid someone to paint this
He
particular
looks
one.
like a crab, like
Yeah.
that, like the Pokemon that like Sphincter.
Sphincter?
Yeah. The brown one.
Pincer.
Pincer.
Sphincter is an asshole.
Actually, no. Sphincter is a flat muscle. You do not have sphincter only on your asshole.
We do not have Sphincter, the Pokemon. It's Pincer. But man, it'll be cool to hang out with you, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm still working on my list, and I know list submissions due Sunday.
You are building models for tomorrow's tournament.
Yes.
How do you expect to have a list for something that's happening 7 days from now?
Technically happening before then. I can't be the only one who doesn't wait to the last possible minute to submit lists.
So, you need to explain to people your dilemma with 10 and why you're procrastinating that hard. That you don't think it's fun, and you play the game because it's fun, and you don't have the inspiration because it's not fun.
If you're making your own, you might as well put them on 28.5s. I actually don't disagree with that sentiment. What base sizes are Dire Avengers on, Eloise?
The Dire Avengers are the one with the small guns, right?
Yes, with the guy with the flag.
The guy with the flag. Yeah.
That's a 32.
No, that's a 28.
Okay.
Why am I missing 2 Dire Avengers? Oh, we took them out Thursday. The ones you took out Thursday, where did you put them? Oh, there, okay. No one fell.
Nope.
Maybe not. Someone did.
I think 2 of them fell.
Maybe. I guess we will never know.
You know, people could see you on camera, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah, Warp Spiders historically have gone on 25, but I think when they come out with new molds sometime this decade, maybe we might get them on larger bases. Now, if we were going to Europe, if we were playing in the World Team Championship, I'd be like, yeah, no, let's just keep on 25s, but I don't think Eloise is planning on going to the World Team Championship.
If I were playing in the World Teams Championship, something terrible would have happened to a lot of people.
They're very strict about base sizes. No one else is strict about base sizes. No one cares.
But take a bath, my little child.
All right. Let's build some bases. All right. So Matt, what are you building for ATC? If you need to borrow stuff, I think you're playing Space Marines. So if you need to borrow stuff, let me know. Not that I have everything that everybody wants.
Up. Right. So apparently I broke Korean dress.
Not Korean dress.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pain in the ass too. You're gonna have to drill that.
It was already pinned.
Oh, well that'll be really easy to do then. Did you break it before?
No, I built it pinned so that it would not break.
Well,
Clearly it worked.
the pin didn't break. I'm not seeing what the downside of this is. Your pinning worked.
25 mil are just going away. Thermogaunt. Can I have the blue, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
That one's about empty. So
I see that. He's got all the models, they are just not built.
Matt, what's your list? Inspire me. Inspire me to make a list before the list submission on Sunday.
I thought you were playing Tau when your decision was made. I'm super confused, man.
I'm probably playing Tau. My list ideas have changed dramatically over the past couple days. People are telling me to play orcs, to play...
Not orcs.
Yeah, I was told to... Brad's playing orcs, potentially.
Really?
Yeah. Because orcs are off meta lists. The problem with Space Marines is they don't score very well.
Can I have the glue, please? I don't know. People are making me add stuff to my old fire prism to make them longer. Longer fire prism or longer bases?
Longer guns.
Oh. So what are they gonna say when they see mine?
Rule of cool. I don't know. Actually, you'll probably get a pass just because...
I have boobs!
Yeah. Well, your entire army's converted, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so...
There you go, Korean dress dry.
Alright. So there's that. Alright, let's make some bases for my piranha.
Why are all of the Eldors super ripped?
Because they've been training for tens of thousands of years.
Well, Jared, you can tell them that
Just
now.
tell them to fuck off. That's what I would do.
Well, you can tell them to fuck off, or you can tell them that now we ignore 2 inches. So any difference below 2 inches does not matter. That's my story, and I'll stick to it.
I am kind of curious as to what event's telling you that it's unacceptable that your gun isn't long enough. That's weird to me.
Sexual.
It's sexual.
Your gun is.
Are you compensating for something? Like, the length of the barrel.
Maybe that's why people don't make that kind of comments to me. Because they know that the comeback would be terrible. Like, oh shit, we do not want
soul crushing.
We do not want to open Penrose's box.
Alright, let's see. Matt's list is Gilliman, Primary Librarian, Chaplain on Bike, 2 times Desolators, 3 devs, some other stuff, some bikes. Salt City gave someone a yellow card for it? That's weird.
Look at the dogs.
Oh, you guys are sharing a
They're
bed.
spooning.
You guys are brother and sister. That's weird.
You never spooned with your brothers?
No, that's weird.
How do you show affection to each other?
You don't.
That explains so much. That explains so much about the 3 of you. You need to show affection to your brothers and sisters.
I don't have a sister.
And hug them and cuddle them and tell them that you love them. And... Nah. Nah. I'll ask, what's his face? I'll ask, what time is it? It's about 11.
Still gotta prime these models. Okay.
What's his name? I'll ask Brian because I'm worried out. It does not come through as something Brian would do. Does it? And I just don't know Brian?
People take the game way too damn seriously, and someone probably bitched and complained about it and got someone in trouble over it.
I would have had line of sight if his weapon was half an inch longer.
Well, there's a lot I would have done if things were half an inch longer.
If it's an official GW model, that's all that should matter. It doesn't have to be the newest model. As long as it's painted and there's an official GW model, there's no reason for being yellow carded. That's like yellow carding somebody from using orcs when they originally came out in 2nd edition. It doesn't make any sense. So,
Can I have the knife, please?
yeah. I'm dusting.
Oh, thank you.
I was paying attention to what I was doing.
That's good you were paying attention. So you about stabbed me on purpose then? I would rather you were not paying attention if you don't mind.
Alright, let's see what we got. We can do...
Well, I would get yellow carded then.
No. So I think with your army, like if you decided to go that route, be like, hey, you know, these are my models. I'm following the theme. This is my theme, and you know, say, hey, because you can email people in advance if you're really that concerned about it in most tournaments. But I personally wouldn't.
I mean,
As long as the tank is clearly a fire prism and it's not something else. Like
every single unit in my sister's army is converted, and I did not have to declare anything to anyone.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's.
That actually is not entirely true. Marvin is not converted.
Orvin is converted.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What's converted on her?
She has a different base. People could bitch about the base.
If anything, I'm modeling for
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. Like, the base is twice the size in height. How is that? Yeah, I just want her to be
That's the
carded
thing.
because I can see Morven from the other side of the table, and normally I should not be able to. So I think she needs to be yellow carded for that.
No, people are just gonna bitch and complain to bitch and complain. That's literally what it is. If the model looked like a fire prism or whatever it was supposed to represent, and it wasn't easily confused, then it should be fine. Who cares?
So, let's look at...
I'd rather have good-looking painted models than... I mean, there's people who 3D print entire armies, and it looks like shit. Alright, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. That was very loud.
Yeah.
That was a little louder than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, oops, sorry. I went to work today, so I'm tired.
You did go to work today.
For 4 hours. For the first day in 7 days. Oh, I'm so tired. So warp spiders look like that.
That picture is immaculate. I love it.
I am looking at overall shape. Yeah, I have 1 new one and 3 painted old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you'd rather use what you have.
Yeah. I have models in my army from like 1993, and I'm not playing Eldar. Like, no one cares. And if someone does care, do you want to play against them? That's fine.
I don't care enough to play against someone who's going to be a pain.
As long as it's clearly what it is. I mean, there's also my belief that what you see, what you get only applies to Space Marines. Alright, let's see what we got.
Maybe if I flip it, take the body, flip it so that it looks the same shape-ish. 1 leg, 2 leg. Put the gun here. You have to blow in that tube, sir. You cannot just put a tube like that and not with it. Do you know how to play the didgeridoo?
No. No one knows how to play the didgeridoo.
I know. I often forget that you had a boring college life.
Yes, I did not. My experience witnessing the didgeridoo while I was in college was going... I don't even know where I was. I was in... I think I was in Chicago over the summer during those games. And there were a whole bunch of people dressed up and, you know, supporting Germany and Australia and everything. And
What games?
the World Cup.
Soccer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the didgeridoo got popular. They were hosting the World Cup in Australia, and everyone was playing the didgeridoo. I will have fun blowing, sir. This is the way.
So.
Matt's just jealous that he isn't being... What? Never mind.
What?
What? What?
I chose to not understand because my English is not good enough. So if I put the body of the ward spider upside down. I know they're metal. Ugh. So I cannot just take it apart and put it back together.
You see how that model is? That's literally how that model is. There's no... It's one piece. You can't take it apart.
Goodbye. I cannot read.
He's teasing me he's teasing me because you told me to just blow on the pipe.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's a hose. Well, I don't know then. If I cannot change nothing to their shape, maybe I will not change nothing to their shape.
The only thing you can do is add on to them. Realistically.
Yeah, but their body just play short nights as they are. Yeah, but it's a little bit oversized.
Short kings. Alright. I have no idea what I'm doing with these bases.
I have no idea what I'm doing with my life right now.
Oh, okay. Seems legit.
Well, apparently they will not be stalkers just because. So let's see what we can do with them. I want to have more models for Votan. Yeah. You have what, 13 units? If that. 13 if you count all the different weapons they can carry.
Half of them are characters.
I'll take assassinate. Ooh. There you go. Ooh, 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 ooh. There you go.
I'm actually really surprised Votan's not getting a book sooner. I actually thought they were going to get a book pretty quickly into 10th because of how small of a model range they actually have. They really don't have that many models. And they came out with that new kill team, which has a guy who has a jump pack and all that, which is pretty cool. And for some reason, it's not in the new book. Like, they don't have that kill team in the book. Make it make sense, because it doesn't. I still feel like GW botched most of the release, the 10th edition release. There's just things that don't really make a lick of sense to me. Why they are doing it the way they're doing. Makes me sad. Alright, let's put a big rock over there. Alright, and we'll put...
Could they be High Templar? No, the High Templars are the one with no. Or are they our home? What do new Azure Guard look like? New Azure Guard. They could be Artemis.
I feel like you're just making up words.
I mean, I'm trying to make shit up for sure, but I'm literally, as we speak, trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
I think to your point, Jared, I think a lot of the armies, the ones that are strong right now, are favored by the playtesters. Everyone makes it seem like the GW playtesters are this infallible group, but they clearly have favorites, and all of them play Eldar. There's a reason why Eldar is very strong. I know of several of the playtesters, and every single one of them plays Eldar. Mike Brandt used to play Eldar.
I thought Meep was playing Tau.
No, that's Justin. He's not a playtester.
Sam.
He doesn't play Tau.
I thought he was playing Tau.
Yeah, plays Eldar and Death Guard.
Okay. Apparently we are to beat the name of the playtesters to put nobody in trouble.
No.
Oh no, wrong stream.
Eloise is trying to get me in trouble again.
I would never dare.
That was a silly story when that happened. What am I gonna do?
I mean, sisters are +1/2 hits and +1/2 wound.
When you remember about it.
When you remember. Just need to remember.
Yeah, it's probably too big for what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
I hear you, Matt. Sisters, everything moves 6. That's not true. I have some playing girls who can move 12. That's about it. No fullback and charge, no advance and charge, no... None of that. Sisters can never get +1 to win. That's not true. I have had units that were below half strength. I just forgot to give them the +1 to wound.
You know what's funny? So, I was thinking about this. So your Paracons come in units of 3, and you take a unit. You take Mornval attached.
Yeah.
That unit will never be below half strength
Why?
because it's 4. So you kill 2 models, you're at half strength.
Yeah.
If you kill 3 models, Mornval forms their own unit.
No. So you have, oh, wait. So you have 3 models at 5 wound.
It's not based on wounds for units. It's based on models of the unit. If it's a vehicle or an independent thing, then it's based on wounds.
All 3 of them are vehicle.
But it's a unit.
It's a unit of vehicle.
It's not. No, it's when you have more than one model, then it's based on not wounds.
That's a good thing that we are talking about it, because I would have said, hey, my second Paragon is...
Took 1 more wound than expected.
I would have cheated again.
Well, I mean, you cheated so much that they made the Sisters rule to match your playstyle, so it worked out really well for you.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I find that hilarious that was your takeaway from that entire thing.
Not that I cheated. I was just ahead of my time.
Alright.
So, I don't know. I don't know how to convert them besides ruin them. Because they're metal and I cannot flip their body upside down.
Well, you didn't really convert the Banshees, eh? Why don't you just use them as they are? Just paint them gold and blue.
I can put a big beret on the side of their face.
Are they French? Like,
I need to explain to you what I'm talking about. Because right now you're going to think that I'm tripping.
Yes.
Wait, I'm coming back up without killing myself. Oops, there you go. So, if you look at a stalker, it's like a little anal plug with legs. I was like, how do you describe that shape? Teardrop, 3D
Christmas tree shaped.
Christmas tree.
There you go.
It's like a little because it's thin at the bottom.
It's a cone.
No, it's not. It's
Oh my goodness. She's about to draw an anal plug.
no.
Teardrop.
Okay, so it's like a teardrop in the middle with 4 legs and a beret. It's a shield, but we can say it's a beret.
There's no way you're gonna make warp spiders look like that. Just paint them how they are. Look at me. I love your enthusiasm, but there's no way warp spiders can look like that particular model. The only way you'd be able to do that is if you scratch build it using plastic components. And I thought you were doing the Warwalkers like that.
No, I'm doing the Warwalkers as immortals.
Yeah, well, they all look the same at this point.
No, immortals are...
Do they have 4 legs?
They do.
See? Looks good. Just proving me right.
Okay, let's look for that. Do you know where the resin apparatus are at? In the garage?
If it's not on the resin, it's over here. It's sitting next to the paint.
The resin bags, boxes. The boxes with the molds and everything.
That's in the garage. Jared, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.
Good night, Jared.
I'll probably call the stream over here in like 15 minutes. I still need to prime my models and still build 2 more bases. Doing great. Have a good night, though, bud. See you in a couple days.
much bigger than Zoe, then she was struggling to get back up. She was rolling on her back like, ugh. Up. So. I'm a woman on a mission. Look at that! I could use that to make the shield to put on the side of their head.
That's bigger than the actual model.
Yeah, like the stalkers. No?
I'm not seeing it, but whatever you want to do. That just seems like a very big teardrop shape for how small warp spiders are.
I mean, they are short and stubby. They could be Votan. Maybe that's what Matt will inherit. Warp spider.
Old ass warp spiders from 1993, 1987, whatever year they came out.
I wish we had a 3D printer. I know that I keep saying that ever since we started this project.
Well,
I don't have $400 to throw at a 3D printer.
I don't even know where we'd put the 3D printer.
Well, ain't that a fair point? Bonjour, mon toutou.
And the ones that you would want would probably be more than $400, no?
No,
Because you don't want the striations in between. You want it to be...
Oh, no, I would not get a PLA when I would get a this. But you can have some for reasonable prices now. Apparently the dogs want to go outside.
Okay. I hear the tip-tap tipping.
They're like, yeah!
It's outside time! But tell you what, Matt, if I end up not playing Space Marines, which is a pretty reasonable probability, and you don't want to build models, and I have some of them, you can just borrow my stuff. Nope, I mean, unless you're planning on using Space Marines for a long time. But just to save you some headaches, because I have the bikes, I have Gilliman, I have the Devastators. The only thing I don't have are Desolators. You want to go outside? Go outside. Hmm. All right. right. How do I use these? All right, let's get started. Alright, one more base, and then we can call it a night after I prime this stuff. I ain't gonna prime on stream. So, we can do the other part of this church. Yeah, I guess I'll just use the other part of this church because I have 3 more I need to build. I'm not using them tomorrow, so that's why I'm not building them. But I do plan on using squads of 2 potentially in the future, maybe even up to squads of 3. So having all the bases look to match that aesthetic, just so we can signify that they're part of the unit, seems pretty important. The piranhas actually match the stealth suit teams that I have already done. So when I first started this army back in 2007, they do something like that. All right. And actually, so I started this army back in 2007. There weren't much in the way of plastic ruins, so I used Pegasus Hobbies buildings and chopped them up and used them for my bases on my stealth suits. And I was very smitten with myself when I did that. I thought they looked really cool, nice urban city fight thing, and then they came out with all those GW buildings that were super expensive. And yeah, and then I moved on to those because they were just easier to cut and easier to position. But I do like the simpleness of the architecture from the Pegasus hobbies terrain, and they're still available. So, and they're still really cheap. Like you could get a ton of ruins for like $25. Just a lot more cutting. All right. Let's add some more blue there. Might put some more cork on that side, just to give it a little more texture. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Well, I think here, since I'm practically done with this base, I'm going to be calling it for the evening. I do plan on sharing pictures of the final product before priming everything on my Instagram, and I guess I'll share it some other places just so people can check out what I was working on tonight. But I appreciate everybody who came to hang out and spend some time with me, helping the last 2 hours pass by a little more smoothly. It's always fun to chat with people while working on models, so that's one of the reasons why we do this. But I appreciate everyone's time, and if you have any suggestions, comment, or feedback, or anything you want to see moving forward, you're doing ASMR with the sand.
You are.
Well, that's good. So, Eloise, you want to say bye?
Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll let you all know how it turns out, and I'll send pictures all on all the social media feeds. Have a good night.